bunnies, welcome back. So today we are making these adorable, wintry, and super festive cardinal cupcakes. So these are actually double chocolate cupcakes. The base is chocolate and it is filled with a surprise chocolate filling. And the cardinals are actually filled with a secret chocolate mixture too. So I think that actually technically makes it triple chocolate. But anyways, let's get started. So first we're going to be making the base of the cupcakes. So what you want to do is place 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt into a large bowl and mix together. Then directly on top of that, we're going to add 1 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of boiling water. I'm always so worried that the boiling water is going to cook the eggs. So as soon as you add the boiling water, just start mixing and it will be fine, I promise. Without fail, whenever this turns on, a little guest appears in my studio. I pour the mixture into a cupcake pan and I can't decide which cupcake liner I like best. Let me know what you think. I ended up going with the metallic red and then ran out halfway through, so in the end I didn't have to choose and I got to select both. But if you're using cute liners like this, you actually want to keep a couple extra off to the side. I'll show you why after we bake them. So we're just going to bake them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes or until a knife inserted into the center comes out clean. And then we're gonna cool them completely. And if you're new to making cupcakes, you wanna cool them because when you decorate them, when they're warm, everything will melt and all your work will go to waste and it's awful. So cool them completely. And so now once the cupcakes fully cooled, it was time to make the little cardinals. So I chose the ugly cupcakes. The red metallic cupcakes really took a hit today. Apparently those are the ugliest ones. And we're going to crumble those into a bowl. So I baked 12 cupcakes total, and so I'm taking 3 of those to use for the cardinals. So if you're making this recipe, you basically get 9 cupcakes per dozen. So I crumbled those up with my hands and then I got an electric mixer to do the hard labor for me, which makes it so much easier, oh my goodness. And then I poured 200 grams of white chocolate, which is basically 2 chocolate bars worth of white chocolate into it and mixed it together. So this is basically making cake pops, and a lot of people use buttercream instead of chocolate to bind the cake together. Chocolate tastes so much better, you guys. It's so much better and it will set a little firmer. And then I divided that mixture into 9 balls, rolled them into balls, basically. And then I popped them in the fridge. So I popped them into the fridge overnight. That was a mistake because they set too firm, but you want to do it for 20 minutes so that they're a little bit firmer. And then you can shape them into little bird shapes. And then I popped them back into the fridge while I decorated the cupcakes. This is my favorite classic vanilla buttercream recipe. So it's just 2 cups of butter, and you want to make sure it's unsalted and at room temperature. And then we're going to beat that and then add some vanilla extract and also some confectioner sugar, 4 cups to be precise. And then I dyed it green. So I wanted a deeper green, and a really handy trick to do that is adding a touch of black food coloring as well, because it kind of takes it from that pretty bright green to a little bit of a deeper hue. And then we're just gonna set that aside for now, and we are going to make the surprise filling. So I took 200 grams, or basically 2 chocolate bars worth of white chocolate. You wanna use the highest quality chocolate that you can because it's gonna taste better, obviously. And so I melted that, and then I added some cream, some peppermint extract, and some crushed candy canes. Now, if you hate white chocolate, it's my favorite chocolate, but I know a lot of people hate it. So if you hate it, you can use milk or dark. That's totally fine. So I just mixed that together, and then I used the back of a large piping tip to just hollow out the center of the cupcakes. You could also use a spoon or a knife if you don't have a large piping tip, but this is just really quick, really easy, and then you can eat the little bit of cake that you take out. And then I popped that, which is basically ganache now, into a piping bag and filled the middles of the cupcakes. And this chocolate cake recipe is actually a fabulous base to work off of. I added gingerbread spice mix to it once and it tastes so good, and I actually made that into a gingerbread house, but a better one because it's made it a cake instead of cookies. So I'll link that in the cards here if you want to check it out. But finish watching this video first. And now back to that cupcake liner tip that I mentioned previously. So you know how after you bake a cupcake, you can barely see the designs on the liner, and it's like, why are we even using cute liners if you can't even see it? Well, what I've noticed some food bloggers doing, which I started to do too, is you take a second liner after the cupcakes are finished baking, but like before you decorate it, and put the cupcake with the first liner directly into it so that you can still see the pretty pattern on the liner. And I feel like it just makes it like look extra fancy this way too. Then I pop the buttercream into a piping bag fitted with a kind of medium-sized open star piping tip. And to make a wreath that looks very full and to make it look like it's going in like all different directions like an actual wreath does, what I did first was pipe a ring with the little spikes or points facing inwards, like towards the middle of the cupcake, and then did another ring of them facing outwards, and then did a third ring in the middle facing, I guess, like up and out, so that it looks like an actual wreath. Also, like, again, this sweater is like the bane of my existence. It just like kept getting in the way. Like, it comes off. There's like Velcro and safety pins, so this can come off, but like that's not the point. So then I put some little sprinkles on top to look like berries, and now we're going to finish our little cardinals. So we are going to pop the cardinals into either some candy melt or some red colored chocolate. Just dunk them in and then place them on a plate, pop them into the fridge to chill again. We're going to pop them on top of the cupcakes, and then I got some melted dark chocolate with a toothpick and made their little dark mouth face thing and their eyes. And then I got those candy coated mini chocolate chips. I got the yellow ones and used them as beaks. And then I got some more white chocolate to use as like the little shine to their eyes because I thought they needed a little bit more kind of like dimension. Oh my gosh, how cute are these? And they're even more special because when you slice into them, you get that delicious white chocolate peppermint ganache. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next Friday for a new video.